Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you're doing great and I know you must be taking good care of yourself. So, welcome back for the session 2 of Geography chapter 5 Major Domains of the Earth. And I hope you have understood the last session. And as per the instruction, you must have gone through the notebooks. The textbook. Okay, you must have read the chapter and underlined the hard words and written down in your notebook. So let's continue with the second session. So here we'll start with hydrosphere. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, giving it the name blue planet. Correct, no? We all call our Earth a blue planet because it reflects blue in color when you see it from the space. Why? Because 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. The hydrosphere is made up of oceans and the seas with the rivers and the lakes, the ice in glaciers and the water vapor in the air. More than 97% of the water is in the oceans and is too salty for human use. The rest is fresh water, but it is kept in glaciers and icebergs, and very little of it is freely available for human use for lakes and rivers. Just see, 71% of the whole planet is water, but still we have scarcity of water. Why? Because 97% of that whole water is ocean, which is very salty, which we cannot use for any purpose. No drinking, no washing, no cleaning, nothing. The remaining 3% is fresh water, but in that also 2% is kept with glaciers and icebergs. So only 1%, less than 1% is usable. That is into lakes, ponds and rivers, which you can use. So save water, use the water carefully. We have to preserve water for our future. So moving ahead, we'll learn about hydrosphere. The parts of hydrosphere is like, one major part is oceans. All the oceans are interconnected and are always moving. The tides, the waves, the ocean currents are the three major movements of the ocean. We must have already known what are tides: high tide and low tides. Waves, correct? Waves, when you go on the beach, you stand near the sea. On the beach you see small waves, large waves. Tsunami was one of the biggest waves that we have seen. It damages also the ocean currents that move from equator towards the north pole or south pole, from north pole, south pole to the equator. It moves according to the winds. It moves according to the temperature, which we'll learn in standard 7th. Pacific Ocean. It is the largest ocean and it covers 1/3 of the Earth's surface. It is circular in shape and is surrounded by Asia, Europe, North America and South America. See how many continents we do have? 7. Among them Asia, Europe, North America and South America. 4 continents are surrounded by Pacific Ocean. So it is one of the biggest ocean. Atlantic Ocean. It is the second largest ocean and is S-shaped. It is surrounded by North America, South America, Europe and Africa. It has an integral and indented coastline, so it has many natural ports and harbors. Commercially, it is the busiest ocean. That means the trade is carried out from this Atlantic Ocean. Okay, you all know the sea routes. Okay, so for sea routes we definitely need ports and harbors. Indian Ocean. It is named after India. It is almost triangular in shape. It is surrounded by Asia, Africa and Australia. The Southern Ocean in the ocean between Antarctica and 60° south latitude. Okay, Indian Ocean is named by our country, that is India, because our India, southern part of our India, east and the west, the V shape of our India is bordered with Indian Ocean. Okay, it surrounds Asia, Africa and Australia. Antarctic Ocean, it is named after the Antarctic Circle, Arctic Circle, sorry, I'm extremely sorry, the Arctic Ocean. It is named after the Arctic Circle and surrounds the northern pole. It is connected by the Pacific Ocean with the Bering Strait and is surrounded by North America and Eurasia. Now let's learn about atmosphere. The layer of gases surrounding the earth is called the atmosphere. It is the thin blanket of air that gives us oxygen to breathe and protects us from harmful rays of the sun. It stretches up to 1600, that is 1600 kilometers, and is divided into 5 layers based on temperature, composition, that is mix of gases, and other properties surrounding from the surface. Starting from the surface, these layers, the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere and the exosphere. The density and the temperature of each layer changes with the height and they decrease as we go further upwards. 78% of the atmosphere consists the nitrogen, 21% is oxygen and other gases make up the remaining 1%. Oxygen and nitrogen helps in growth of the living beings, whereas carbon dioxide absorbs the heat of the sun and keeps the planet warm. The atmosphere exerts pressure on the earth and the amount of pressure varies from place to place. Air moves from high pressure area to low pressure area and moving air is called wind. These are the things which we have learned from our childhood. But we need to know the terms. We need to revise it again as it is a part of our chapter. So in this topic we come to know that we have how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. These are the 5 layers which makes an atmosphere. Okay. So 78% of atmosphere has nitrogen and 20% is oxygen and other gases make up the remaining 1%. But nitrogen and oxygen both are very much important for the life on earth, which helps the living beings to grow. Carbon dioxide, it absorbs the heat from the sun and keeps the planet warm. So heat is because of carbon dioxide. So we have to reduce carbon in our area, or we can say we have to reduce carbon from our planet so that there will be no heat. If there is more heat, the weather, the climate keeps on changing. More the heat, more the evaporation. The cycle of the season also changes because of it. The atmosphere exerts pressure on the earth and the amount of the pressure varies from one place to another. And we have also learned the high pressure and the low pressure. When the air gets heated, it goes upwards and the cold breeze, okay, which is heavier, it takes its place, so that is called a wind. Biosphere, it is the narrow line of contact between 3 spheres. It is in the biosphere where all lives exist. All organisms from the smallest to the largest depend on each other and on the biosphere. Living organisms are divided into 2 parts, the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom, and the 3 domains interact with each other and affect all life of the earth. For example, cutting forests lead to the soil erosion, natural disaster destroy life, industries release a lot of carbon dioxide and cause global warming. Okay, so to maintain balance between the three domains of the lithosphere and the hydrosphere and atmosphere, we must use the earth's natural resource in a limited way. So what I told you, we have to reduce the carbon dioxide, we have to use the water carefully. Okay, so moving forward, this is the last topic that we have learned, and I hope you have understood all the topics that were covered in session 1 and session 2. So read the slides, listen to the video so that you can pronounce the words which are difficult. Then, as every time, I would instruct you, if you have not written down the hard words, read the textbook, underline the hard words, write the hard words in your notebook, and very soon I will send you PDF of question answers which you have to write in your notebook. And after that, do write the MCQs that I gave you as a test on Google form in your notebook, which will be a good referral during your exams. So see you, take care, have a wonderful time, but take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.